Now, this is a clan battle. Sometimes I remember to do this, sometimes I forget to do this. So let's talk about the Patrie. It's the super
Yep.
ship for the French battleship line. Patton, what's so special about the Patrie compared to the Republic?
Basically, you get Vermont levels of firepower, but load every like 20-ish seconds, once every millennia. You can also move.
Okay, can you repeat that again? Because you were very quiet and then you got loud again.
Oh, sorry. Basically, the Patrie has a Vermont levels of firepower, but it fires every 20 seconds or so instead of
Okay,
once every millennia.
okay. Because these are 430 1mm guns, which is aren't
Right.
those the same guns that's on the Republic?
Correct.
Yeah, except there's more of them. Okay. Okay.
Also relatively fast,
Mhm.
and the belt armor can be trollish.
Okay. And she's a good pick. Now, does she have any sort of like a funny button or something else, a gimmick for her as a super ship?
No, not really, other than being tier 11.
Okay. So she's all about just the guns, the armor, the positioning, the speed. In other words, it's a
Yep.
standard ship. You don't play her special compared to maybe the Republic. Okay.
Yeah, they
Let's take
play similarly.
let's take a look at your build. So this is main armaments, engine boost, aiming systems, propulsion, concealment, main battery. So it's all about getting your guns out and then being scooty when you need to be, right?
Right.
Captain
Repub shouldn't really
skills.
be like armed down or like just committed in and be expected to like take all this punishment.
Okay. Well, the Patrie's doesn't have 32 millimeters all around like the other French battleships.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Is there a special captain on this ship?
I think it's like the Philippe Aubagneau. It's like I think it's just the improved for
Honorary.
yeah, this improved what is it? Survivability expert, yeah. So it doesn't apply.
Okay. Abanu doesn't have a buff to anything, but Honorary does have a
No.
buff. No?
Yeah, it's kind
Yeah,
of
I think
interesting choice that you use Oblio on it, and it doesn't even work in clan battles.
yeah, I think the honore is on the Conde,
Okay.
but unfortunately we can't bring it, so pick the other
Right.
one.
Alright, well, let's take a look at your build. You got emergency repairs, brisk, adrenaline rush, concealment, gun feeder, super heavy AP. That sounds nasty.
Yep.
Emergency repair, improved repair party readiness. So you're basically all about being super tank, but also putting out a lot of damage with your AP shells predominantly, right?
Right.
Okay. Signals, anti-det, ramming, fire reduction, flood reduction, heal, boosting, speed, secondaries, and consumables. It's pretty much everything I would run in a competitive environment.
Pretty much.
Alright, let's get into your replay then. Now, this is you guys against Bonks, and Bonks is running a wall of steel. So,
Yep.
I'm going to go ahead and let Obi-Wan know that we are doing his clan.
Wall of Steel, Russian, the Russian line.
Stalingrad's, all Stalingrad's plus one Petro.
The Iron Curtain.
Yes, the Iron Curtain, exactly.
Improved Iron Curtain. Yep. Unfortunately, they couldn't bring in Ushikov. That would have completed the push, but
Right.
that scene was also pretty good.
Yep.
They could have brought us Sorky.
So basically, I told the team to go push AB because I'm pretty confident that the Patrie can prevent the Stalingrads from going back across this the gap, like the 6 line,
Okay.
because there's so much open water there.
So you've got you got yourself a Brisbane, a Salem, a Moscow, Petropavlovsk, Grozovy, Darg. So you've got obviously a much more flexible comp is what you've gone for.
Yep.
Now, a lot of people don't understand. What the hell? Did I just see a ship What was that? The Salem disappeared. Did you guys see that?
Shh. Shh.
The hell was
Clicking
that?
technology. Stop
I'm gonna
leaking.
mark that.
Shh. Be quiet.
Anyway,
Banned mid-game. Pew! Gone.
right? Anyway,
Secret weapon.
what was that, Patton?
That's our secret weapon.
Secret weapon.
Stop leaking.
So, to deal with the Iron Curtain strategy, it really is important to be able to focus fire specific ships down. You need to get a kill. Once you get a kill, you start opening up a hole in the enemy lines, because what the Wall of Stalin or Iron Curtain will do is they will all work together down the map. So right now what they're doing, all these Stalingrads, what they are doing is they're going wide to their various positions, and then they're turning southward. And then at a certain point, they're all going to push together.
Yep. Yeah, so basically, we're telling the Daring to start spotting down the middle, if we can catch any of them out. Telling Petro, Salem, and Moskva to go to like 1 to 4 lines, where they can 1v1 a Stalingrad. Because either of these ships 1v1ing a Stalingrad is basically a guaranteed win.
You mean the Salem and the Petro down there?
Yeah, and the
Okay.
Moskva to a lesser extent.
Right, okay. Hello, Petropavlos. That's Eddie! Okay. Oof. That salvo looked really nice, but the results were not.
Unfortunately, the Patrie dispersion is French dispersion plus 1.8 sigma, so
Yep.
it's not the best, but it can do pretty good.
But you're in a strong
French
position.
version is the worst, right? Like, let's be
Right.
real.
But you're in a strong position that can basically help shoot ships from all other areas. I can see your Brisbane and Grosovite are going into a stern-on position, and you're putting the majority of assets over on the west flank, like you said. So you've
Correct.
kind of given up on the seaside, yeah?
Right.
Hmm.
We're thinking that like Seaside's gonna take the longest to sort of curve in towards the cap. Not gonna be able to actually get into the cap until like a few minutes later, so it gives us time to do things over on the 1-2 line.
Uh-huh. Okay. I mean, again, that's the whole point, right? Thank you very much, Sausage, for clipping the cloaking device. But yeah, so I like the idea. Focus one side, win one side, and then worry about the other. So that's good.
Pretty much.
Oh, Blood Driver. So you sent Blood Driver up to try to, like, conga line toward the Petro? Is that what you did there?
Yeah.
Oof.
Either conga line or YOLO the Petro.
Hmm. Very risky.
You're gonna have to do that with your destroyers, because destroyers by themselves, they're not going to farm down like a Stalingrad.
Yep.
Right. You're just gonna
Alright.
have to go and smash them up close.
You got 2 Stalingrads that are spotted on the extreme edge of the map. You're gonna have to turn your turrets. Unfortunately, you only have your rear turret available now.
Yep. Probably should have been ready for that.
Yeah. If you're lucky, the Stalingrad will push too far and he'll go past the island, and then you can absolutely punish. But
I don't
as
think
of
Bumps
right
is
now,
able to do that.
nothing.
Yep.
Ooh, what was that? Satsuma?
Yep.
Which you guys haven't seen yet.
Yeah, but that's good. That means the Satsuma is useless. They only have a Brisbane and Grozhevoy to shoot at.
Other Stalingrads just outside of your range. Feels bad.
So right now I'm not telling Daring to rush the Petro because it's a little bit far away.
So what's with you continuing to insist on AP here? You just feel that much more confident in your AP shells?
Yeah, just in case they game return or something.
Okay.
Like we gotta keep the Stalins wins.
Side note, it's too bad you moved forward, because you actually might have had a shot there on that Stalin that was reversing. Daring is detected, most likely on radar. You're changing course. What's going on here?
Now I think that like the other flank Stalingrad, the flank Stalingrads are pushing, so I need to counter push to either delay the 10 line push or help with the 1 to 4 line push.
Their Satsuma has gone all the way out to the 10 line. That feels weird. I'm surprised by that. I would have thought they'd keep the Satsuma mid, kind of mirroring what you're doing, right? Like, looking for opportunity shots and stuff. Oh, their Salem is low. Or, sorry, Stalingrad is low.
So I'm now just aiming at the your main Stalingrad, trying to make sure he doesn't run over our Grozhevoy main.
Yeah, it's just the Brisbane and Grozovite. And he's radaring, by the way. Those two are detected.
Yep, and now our Daring's rushing the Petro because the Petro had to commit to potentially save the Stalingrad that's low.
That should be a easy kill for Blood Driver. Let's see if that happens.
Yep, not the first time he's yellowed someone.
There it is. Dreamraiders is ready. Let me get that running off stream. So now, right about now, you're hoping the Stalingrad is going to transit the channel. He's turning. Unfortunate.
Yeah, so now I basically have to make the decision that... So you mentioned earlier that the Iron Curtain, for the Iron Curtain to work, the Stalingrads have to push together.
Yep.
Right? So I thought that I couldn't really stop the Stalingrads from pushing together unless I do something drastic.
I mean, if you look at this, they're off schedule, right? The one is way ahead of the other, and they're both looking at you and turning towards you, so it actually gives you an opportunity here. Oh, Satsuma behind too, okay.
Yeah.
Little low on that second set. Yeah, 4 ricochets. Aimed a little bit too low there. Thunder Invader shooting HE in a Stalingrad. Feels bad. Well, you are clearly the focus target now, son.
Yeah, that's good. That means they can't advance try and get crossfire, because right now the Moscow is making a play against the Painting Stalingrad.
Yep. I like this broadside shot here on Kira main. That's a good opportunity shot on him. You know what, you missed, but what matters is, like, it's going to force that Stalingrad player to feel less confident about pushing. And
right now I'm just trying to bottle them up in this gap.
Yep. Engine boost, there it is. Oh, come on. Why aren't you shooting the Satsuma? He's showing your cheek, right?
He's angling back in now.
He is? You're on triple fire. You might want to do something about that. Just saying.
Yeah. Maybe, maybe not. I mean, I'm never gonna, like, get out of this one alive. Just basically bottle these guys up. Make sure they don't do anything interesting next minute or so.
Well, alright, so it's a good point. You do manage to slow them down. Chukwama, hello. You must be important people who keep sending replays of us losing to content creators to review. Hey, you're bonks. You guys are the third NA COTS team. So I can totally see it. I can totally see it. You want fewer
Also, it's
replays
an
sent to
Iron
content
Curtain
creators? Lose more in
content.
COTS. I'm sorry, what was that? Content?
Yeah, Iron Curtain battles are always content.
No, see, the problem is that they don't need to lose more. Like, if the Iron Curtain actually worked in this game, the replay wouldn't probably have been sent in. So they need to win more, not lose more.
Well, so this is a good opportunity to look at why the Iron Curtain works or doesn't work. Now, in this particular battle, you forced two Stalingrads and a Satsuma to kind of stop, which allows your team to focus down the Stalingrad that's on the 10 line.
Yep.
Oh, Smitty gets smacked.
It feels
He's
like,
used to it.
He's
like
used
apart
to.
from all this, I think this map isn't ideal for the Russian matchup.
It's not ideal? I think it is. But okay, why not?
Because there's too many choke points on the right side of the map for it.
Which is why Patton ignored that. And then he went full YOLO when they were all kind of in that channel area, which I can see. I can see.
So now, basically, even if we all go AFK, there's no way they can win. They got delayed. They couldn't
Right.
make the kills happen.
And that's the whole point of the Iron. So again, the Wall of Stalin Iron Curtain strategy. You all push together. Notice how my fingers are all together. It's not like this. Okay? You push all together. That's the key. You all push together. If you can't all push together, then one ship ends up being detected and focused, and then the next ship ends up being detected, focused, and the next one, and the whole thing gets rolled up. So it requires, as Chukwama says, a good amount of coordination between the players and a general understanding of what they are doing to make it work. So
Yeah, and that's why I thought this map wasn't ideal, because it's really hard to keep everybody on the same line here with so many obstacles in the way.
honestly, the mistake that Bonks made was that they went through the channel. They should have stopped and held and let their southern flank curl through. And I think they would have been in a better position. Instead, they saw Patton in the Patrie. They said, oh, super ship. And they all focused on him and didn't really think much about everything else beside it. And the other side of the match, it's almost like learning how to march. The other side of the map, the 1-2 line, they kept pushing forward when what they needed to do is actually to reverse, right? You have to move that line together. So this is the A side, this is the C side. They do something like this and then push together. But they didn't do that. Hey, Chukwama, no problem. Thanks for coming, hanging out. Good luck with your clan battles. All right, let's take a look at your replay render. Sorry, wrong one. I thought I had fixed it, but I guess I forgot to do that. Here we go. What's up, Joey? Haven't seen you all day. Hope you're okay. So your Roosevelt gets radared, your Daring gets secondary radared. But at 12 kilometers, you kind of don't care. You see the Daring doesn't take any damage really whatsoever. Radar's down, he can get closer to the enemy now. Joey has an odd question. Okay, Joey, what's your odd question?
Do you mind an even answer?
That was the Satsuma shooting at you from the 10 line. What does a match mean when the enemy has a gold division? I have no idea, Joey. Maybe a division of players that are in gold ranked, which means nothing. I wouldn't care about that whatsoever. So the key, I'm gonna pause it here for a sec. Because again, what happens to the Wall of Stalin? You have to blow a hole in it someplace. And what happened here was your Petro and your Stalingrad both went down. The bonks did. So now it's just a Stalingrad by itself on the one line against a Petropavlovsk, a Moskva, Patrie, and a Daring. So at this point, there's a gaping hole that's been put into place. The Stalingrad to the south is turning. And the Stalingrad, there's a couple Stalingrads that are going to go after the Patrie here. And again, this is, I think, the ultimate mistake.
It might have been useful for them to just ram me out, and the other two ships just try and like make up for lost time.
You send the one Stalingrad in the front into the Patrie. Brisbane isn't going to kill you because it's HE only. Moskva's looking at somebody else. Grozovoi can't do crap. You send the one Stalingrad in full send, kill you off. And then that leaves the Satsuma, Stalingrad, other Stalingrad to wipe up the Brisbane. And then try to take a proper position. Instead, he stopped and reversed.
Yeah, I think he feared getting rammed.
So, like you said, you bottled 3 of the 7 ships up in this one spot.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was like the correct move, sacrificing my ship. I just thought that the Moskva was making a play, the Brisbane was making a play. Better off them shooting me than shooting them.
I mean, if you're listening to the comms and that's what they're telling you about, then sure. The nice thing is...
I was calling.
Okay. The nice thing is, their other flank is completely wiped. Your Daring is able to get the cap. And the Wall of Stalin, what they do with... Or the Iron Curtain, you trade map control for hit points and board position. But again, you all push together. If you can't all push together, you lose out on that cap gain. And that's what happened to them there. Even though they managed to take your battleship out, let's get to this point here. You would normally say, well, crap, you've lost your Patrie, right? But look at the point values right now.
Yep.
No problem, Joey. Now you're gonna die, and once you die, there it is. You're still in the lead by 100 points. Your Petropavlovsk is very low to the Stalingrad. Your Grozovoi is low to their Stalingrad. Your Moskva helps kill the Stalingrad on the one line. Petro lives. Shots from a Stalingrad or... I don't know what that is. Shikishima? Nope, they don't hit. Doesn't matter. Other Stalingrad dies. At that point, like you said, you've secured the win. That's a GG's.
It's like too slow too. Like for the Iron Curtain, like we're 8 minutes in the game.
Yep.
And with how many points are gained already, like
Iron Curtain is it?
They
Iron
can't
Curtain's
make it back in time.
No, Iron Curtain is a slow comp. It's meant to slowly push the enemy into a corner of the map. And that didn't happen here because of some mistakes out on West and because of that big mistake with getting 3 ships into one spot on the East. AAA is able to exploit that and bring up the win. So what I like about this is it's a great way to look at how Iron Curtain games work and how to execute them and then how to defeat them as well. Your Grozovoi actually gets the
Also,
beacon. No, it doesn't. Sorry,
It's
go ahead.
also a demonstration of how a Leroy Jenkins can actually work.
You mean you're daring? Or are you talking about you?
No. He just like charging a like a group of ships so that they don't do anything.
Yeah.
The other ships
Well,
can.
because their initial response is to slow down and stop and reverse, right?
Right.
And you're right, that completely put a hole into what they were trying to make happen. Sure. Cool. Okay. Well, that's a nice battle. I appreciate you sending that one in. And
Yeah,
that'll do
thanks
it
for
for the
covering
day.
it. Hope you enjoyed it.
You're welcome, my dude. Good luck in clan battles and stuff like that. I'm sure you guys have signed up for Kotzen